water. This is so boring. I just zoned out so hard. Um, Select one option from the list, only non-static fields. What are we implementing now? One interface animal. Probably need that with another one of these. Turn woof, and then probably like this. Class dog implements animal. Main. Wait, public class main? I don't know what this is. Oh, maybe it's this. I don't know what this is. And oh, these two are swapped. I don't know what this is. Am I crazy? Maybe this whole thing is... Does that make sense? What? Well, this returns a string, so it must be this. This is probably here. Maybe it's like that. I can't believe oh. One of these has too many. I actually don't know. I don't know how to do this. Animal dog main. I don't know what main does. Oh, maybe it's this all goes in main. So animal implements a dog. And we have an interface that defines make sound. Dog implements animal, which requires make sound. And now we have main, create a new animal that's a dog and make sound. Got it. That was confusing, actually. Select the correct declaration of the class A that implements Fuck, I have no idea. Oh my god. Ugh, I have no idea. Parent class, no. Parent interface. Um, I don't know. Oh my god. And it's like, I don't even understand. An interface can contain public constants, abstract methods, default, static, and private methods. None of those. So, static methods, but public constants. So, non-static fields and static methods. Static methods means you have to use static, so non-static methods, no. It won't have a constructor. Static default private. Like I don't know what these other words are. Like they're just making stuff up. Oh god. Static methods, yeah, we knew that one. Non-static methods. Just okay. I don't know. I don't want to talk about that and think about it. No. What? What are you, just chain implements? What? I want to see how you do that. What do you write? Implements, implements, implements? What are you talking about, dude? I swear to God, dude. This stuff is so fucked up. Like, how can you implement more than one interface? I don't understand. Oh, God. What is not true about interfaces? Don't think you can do this. That's apparently not true. Wow. Wow, none of these are right. What? Am I crazy? Okay, let's just go through them again. It's possible to create an instance of an... I don't think that's true. I literally don't think that. It would be sick if they told you why you were wrong. Okay, so it's not that one. A class that implements an interface must implement default static methods declared. I think actually that is true, but let's just see. Okay, it's not that one. A class can implement multiple interfaces. I don't know how you do that. It's not in the theory. Multiple. Unlike a class, an interface can extend an interface. What? Okay, so there's no demonstration of that. Pretty annoying, but okay, fine. It can. Now, so the... Oh, wow, let's select more than one. What the fuck? Wow. Okay, so well, we know this one's true. To instance of an interface. Implementing interfaces. I don't think that's true. So no, not that one. You cannot create a class. Abstract. Where was that list? Abstract, default, and static methods. Okay, so that's true. That's also true. I literally don't know again. I literally don't know, and there's no thing that like helps you here. Oh man, a class can implement. Oh man, the lacking portions of an online course are just really showing. A class can implement multiple interfaces. The other ones are, in my opinion, clearly false. Come on. Supposedly wrong. So they say a class can implement, okay, we know that one, and an interface can contain abstract, default. So that one, so it's these two. Like, why would you do that? This is fucking brutal. What is this asking me? Implement. Oh my god. It's like implement the measurable interface and add a single method area that returns the area of a circle. Java has the class will be tested. So implement the measurable interface. The area. I don't actually understand. So then circle dot area. So public double area return. Can you just give me the equation to area equals pi times radius times radius? And do I need an override? No. I do not understand what I just learned. Topic will get you more familiar with development for Java platform by introducing those basics and giving an overview of how the code is being treated by different components of the platform. A bit difficult today. The Java Virtual Machine, or JVM, is a virtual simulation of a physical computer. It executes the Java or Java-compatible bytecode, which comes after the source code compilation. In some sense, JVM acts as a mediator between the code and the real machine. It operates with a set of unified bytecode instructions that are interpreted and translated into machine instructions. JVMs are available for many hardware and software platforms. You can run the bytecode almost everywhere. A program compiled to bytecode. It's almost always platform independent. Basically, when you have a JVM language code, you don't need to compile it you need to compile it only once. Get the bytecode and you'll be able to run it on any platform that has JVM. Today, there's a variety of JVM implementations, Java Hotspot, Virtual Machine Bing. The JDK is a package to develop programs for the Java platform. It includes JRE to run the programs and tools for developers, Java compiler, debugger, archiver, documentation generator. At the compilation stage, compilers translate source code into .class files. Java, you will need to download compilers separately as they're not being bundled with JDK. In practice, programs consist of multiple class files packaged together in an archiver tool into a single Java archive jar files. The resulting file is more convenient to store and share over the network since the data is compressed. Oh, come on, what? That wasn't a guess. Okay. Okay, I keep zoning out. I cannot stay focused. Let's try summarizing each paragraph. I was literally thinking about this while I was reading this and how I couldn't focus, and maybe if I came up with a bullet point for each paragraph, it would help me focus more. And I swear I just had that idea while I was reading this and not focusing on the content. You love to see it. So, after a line of code throws an exception, the Java runtime system attempts to find a suitable handler for it. Such a handler can be located in the same method where the exception occurred or in the calling method. As soon as a suitable handler is found and executed, the exception is considered as handled and the program runs normally. Okay, so if it encounters an error, it looks for a handler I guess in the method where it's called. And if we handle it, the program runs normally. Technically, an exception can be handled in the method where it occurs or in the calling method. So you can nest handlers, right? You can invoke a function inside a catch, sure. The best approach to handle an exception is to do it in a method that has sufficient information to make the correct decision based on the exception, sure. So this paragraph is saying, because we can call, because you can catch exceptions anywhere, it should be done where it can best be handled, okay? Let's now learn 3 keywords for handling exceptions. Try, catch, and finally. It's the same in JavaScript. The try block is used to wrap the code that may throw an exception. This block can include all lines of code, including method calls, sure. This 2-sentence paragraph is explanatory. The catch block is a handler for the specified type of exception and all of its subclasses. This block is executed when an exception of the corresponding type occurs in the first try block. So I just zoned out again. The catch block is a handler for the specified type. Yeah, so it's if something is thrown in the try, we execute the catch, and it looks here for an handler. Well, it doesn't look here for the catch is the handler. Must extend the throwable class. Okay. In the present template, the catch block can handle exceptions of the exception class and all classes derived from it. The following example demonstrates the execution flow with try and catch. Cool. So whatever happens after the exception is thrown is not run. That's what this is saying. Replace the exception with arithmetic exception runtime. And the catch statement does not change the execution flow of the program, but replacing it with number format exception will make the handler unsuitable for the exception and the program will fail. Number format, because it's set up here, it's not a throwable. But there's a difference. Checked exceptions must be wrapped with a try-catch block or declared to be thrown in the method. When an exception is caught by the getting info. Yeah, there's a message. It's always possible to use a single handler for all types. Yeah. Obviously, the method doesn't allow us to perform different actions, if any. Fortunately, Java supports the use of several handlers inside a try. Oh. That's pretty nice. This looks like overloading to me, right? The argument changed, so it uses a different system. The runtime system determines the first suitable catch block according to the type of the exception. Matching goes from top to bottom, importing the catch block with the base class. Has to be written below all blocks. So that's exception. Well, does it have to be? It might just always trigger the top one. Otherwise, the code won't compile. That's weird to me. I feel like it, I guess maybe that's on purpose, but it feels like, I guess I'm just coming from JavaScript. That's probably a good thing. You can't accidentally put that handler on top and then you think there's no errors. Yeah. That's nice. There's another block called finally. All statements present in this block will always execute regardless of whether an exception occurs in the try block or not. The following example illustrates the order of execution of the try catch finally statement. If we remove the line that throws, I didn't even read this, let's read it. Come on. System out print line inside the try block. Integer parsin throws a number format exception because ABC. Catch exception inside the, and then finally inside the finally block after the try catch block. It's nice because in finally you can do like releasing resources so you don't end up with a leak or something. So exception or not, you do these things. Yeah. If we remove the line that throws a number format exception, the finally block is still executed after the try block. Inside the finally block after the try catch finally block. The try catch statement allows us to handle both checked and unchecked exceptions. The try block wraps the code. Yeah. I don't know if I'll finish this one, but let's see what one gets us. Select all lines that will be printed by the following code. S.char at, so it's I think it's this one. No? Interesting. I thought this would break. Well, I guess it's still type string. I don't know. Select 3 of the following keywords that have to do with exception. Determine a block for handling exceptions. Where should we normally catch and handle an exception? In a method that has sufficient... Oh. Yeah. Here's a code that invokes a method named process. The method throws an illegal argument exception. If the input string is either null or empty, what does the following code print? Wait, okay. Process. Here's a code that invokes a method process. Then the method throws an illegal argument exception. Illegal argument should be runtime. I actually don't know that, but let's see. Okay, cool, that was right. All right, I'm gonna finish this and be done. And then I need to talk about focusing. Okay, which one of the following classes can be used to catch all exceptions, excluding low-level errors? Select one option from the list. Which one of the following classes can be used to catch all exceptions? Let's read it one more time. Which one of the following classes can be used to catch all exceptions, excluding low-level errors? It's just exception, I think. Nice. Last one. String to double conversion. Consider a method that takes a string and converts it to a double. If the input string happens to be null or of an unsuitable format, a runtime exception occurs and the program fails. Fix the method so it would catch any exception and return the default value 0 if an exception occurred. Okay, so and return the default 0. So try actually here we could probably just do this and then catch exception E, return 0. Oh, compilation error. Okay. All right, that's it for today. I'm clearly having a hard time focusing. One thing I'm thinking about, maybe it's a pricey option. Maybe I'll start with something else first, but I have to find a way to focus more during the readings. I'm just like guessing on a lot of theory questions, and I'm just zoning out way too much. So I'm not sure what I'll do. Bradfield instructor Oz had he had a cool setup where he had an iPad that he could draw on and it showed up on the screen. I wonder if I could literally put like an iPad screen up at the top right or something, so that as I'm going through, I'm handwriting notes and like you can see it on the screen, and then I could refer back to my notes instead of the theory. And I could even diff what I got right and wrong. Some way of building a compendium, not like a compendium, some way of being more active, I think, will keep me better focused. Typing out notes could work, right? Like I have the Notes app or Obsidian. Maybe I'll start with that and then go to the iPad. I'll think about it, but by tomorrow I'll have some way to take notes. I guess if it's tomorrow, it has to be like Obsidian, but we'll figure something out. All right, that's it. Thanks.